What's up, everybody? Welcome into Hockey Sense, our Friday tradition. Live from the Half Coast Studios, NHL season is here. We've got lots to break down here on this edition. Follow us, subscribe on all the platforms wherever you get your podcast. Hockey Sense has been in business for over 20 years. We've been a radio show, but now we are full-on podcast, and we do it live here from Half Coast Studios. Not to be confused with the Cam and Strick podcast, but Cam Janssen will be in studio today. I've decided to let Cam in periodically to come in and give us his takes. We've got lots to get into from around the league. The hockey has been fantastic up to this point. Some great games, unbelievable games last night on Thursday. Some better games even coming up tonight, you hope. On a Friday night, the Blues are in Vegas. They win last night in overtime against San Jose. We'll get into all of that and break that down. As they come from behind, they score 3 third-period goals to tie it up. They tie it up in the final minute of the game, something they didn't do the entire season a year ago, and then they win it in overtime. Braden Shen getting his 12th career overtime game-winning goal. This guy is always clutch in overtime, and you could just kind of sense it. You could feel it. Once he broke through the neutral zone and got across the blue line, he was going to be able to snipe, and that's exactly what he did. San Jose, not very good. Everyone's celebrating. Macklin Celebrini, he's going to be a star for several years to come. Looked good last night in his first ever career NHL game. Although I don't want to be Debbie Downer here. We settled down on his first career goal. I know it was kind of like a blind pass to the middle of the ice, and it did go off a Blues defenseman and then ricocheted behind goaltender Joel Hofer. So people are saying this amazing goal. This was not an amazing goal. It was not an amazing goal by Macklin Celebrini. Now, he is amazing, and he's got amazing skills. I thought the pass that he made to Tyler Toffoli was fantastic from behind the net. That was great vision, and a pass right on the tape, and a relatively easy finish for Tyler Toffoli, who's been doing this for a long time. But the idea that Celebrini's goal was amazing, like I was reading on the ticker today. I think it was on NHL Network. I'm reading that ticker. It wasn't amazing. He just threw it to the middle of the ice and kind of spun around, and then it went off of, I believe, Matt Kessel. Kessel, by the way, struggling a little bit for the Blues right now. He only played 10 minutes in the victory over San Jose. We'll see how that continues to play out, and it's something worth monitoring. And I'll be curious to see if they even make a change coming up here tonight against Vegas. I'm not saying they will or they won't. You got the righty-lefty issue. He's a righty. Listen, they would love to just have him with Ryan Suter. Suter kind of be that veteran guy with a young player. Kessel is playing a little bit out of sorts for me. I thought he was in the preseason too. Uncharacteristically kind of throwing pucks away, not very confident with the puck on his tape, not reading plays quick enough, not playing quick enough. And I'm not talking about just skating, but I think the mental part of it. So give it some time. It's only been a couple of games. But again, he's not a guy that you would think they would only play 10 minutes in the game. Although the Blues were playing catch-up. And so, in that situation, you're relying a lot on guys like Broberg and Falk and Leddy and Parayko to get you back into the game. And that's exactly what happened against a team that is not good. I want to reiterate that. I'm looking at the roster prior to the game yesterday. I mean, certainly among the weakest rosters you're going to find in the NHL. Very winnable game for St. Louis in a game that, in my opinion, here in the early going, it's not a must-win, but you got to win those. That was the issue last year for the Blues. They didn't beat the teams that they should have beaten, that were at the bottom of the standings. Teams like San Jose and teams like Columbus, they lost to Chicago. They had to come from behind against Chicago around Christmas time on the Michigan goal, Bedard game. Remember when he scored the Michigan goal? Gretzky's in the house. He's commenting on it afterwards in an interview that we did on Bally Sports Midwest. By the way, tonight is the first game on Bally Sports Midwest, so check that out. The first home game against Minnesota, that game is also a nationally televised game. So we'll get a routine going and certainly start to find our rhythm here on Bally coming up on this next homestand. After tonight in Vegas, the Blues have four games at home, 4-game homestand. So again, we'll see what they can do against Vegas tonight. I thought Vegas looked great the other night. I mean, they look fast. They're just snapping the puck around. Like they are good. Listen, sometimes when you win the cup and then you maybe take a little bit of a backseat the year after, people forget that you are still a contender. I mean, look at Colorado, for example. Look at the Avalanche. Look at their lineup. And I know they're top heavy. And, they've got the Rantanens and obviously the McKinnons and the Makars and all these guys that they have. And they will get, the Russian back who's been in the substance abuse program. I believe his date to return is November 13th, is the date that he can be reinstated by the NHL, which is the protocol. That's what has to happen. It could be October 13th. If that's the case, I apologize. But it is the 13th of either October or November. I don't have my notes in front of me. But that's when you'll see Nichushkin get reinstated, and then he'll get back in there. So he'll help Colorado. But look at their second, third, and fourth line. It's just okay. They gave up 8 goals the other night to Vegas, who, like I said, listen, I like Vegas' best players too. They played great. But some great hockey all around last night. And the Blues, listen, they got off to a real slow start again in the game against Seattle. They were a no-show, and then they picked it up. I thought against San Jose, they were much better in the early portion of the game. I think they had 22 shots on goal in the first period, something like that. And it just took them a while to get going. They traded fluky goals, San Jose and St. Louis did. Celebrini's goal was fluky, although everyone's calling it amazing, as if it's the most amazing goal they've ever seen in their entire life. Like, we've never seen a goal like this. This guy did a spinorama, backhand, throw blind pass to the middle of the ice, and it goes off of a defenseman, but it's the most amazing goal we've ever seen. I love that Celebrini, though, man. The 71 looks good on him. He's going to be good for a long, long time. Great talent, but that was not an amazing goal. The pass, like I said, was a great pass. But then Buchnevich, he gets a fluky goal. They tie things up, and then things just kind of fall apart. Power play goal for San Jose. They got another little bit of a fluky goal that was from below the goal line that Hofer was unable to track. So it took a while for the Blues to get going, but you don't want to play that way too often. I know everyone's going to celebrate the comeback, as they should, but you can do that against terrible teams like San Jose, because they are a terrible team. But I wouldn't get in the habit of trying to come from behind in all these games. It was the Goudreau goal that was from below the goal line. Somehow that was able to sneak in. Fabian Zetterlund, that was a nice goal. Beautiful pass from Michael Granlund. That was their power play goal. They had a couple, they had a power play goal. The Goudreau goal was a shorthanded goal, and that was the backbreaker. But then the Blues, listen, they're finding different players to contribute. I said this all along, that it's going to be a scoring by committee. So it was good to see Fox's score. It was good to see Ryan Suter get on the board. Justin Falk obviously scoring a goal. Listen, that's all important to get all these guys going. Because, at some point in time, it's going to be the Kyrou and Thomas show. Kyrou's got 4 points in 2 games, by the way. And I think Thomas is still finding his way playing with Holloway and Neighbors. You can tell his body language on occasion when pucks are just kind of getting thrown to the net. He wants to make plays. You can tell maybe there are times during the game he could be a little bit frustrated because he's playing with 2 players that are a little more of a meat and potatoes type. They bring a little more of a meat and potatoes type game to the table. Thomas likes to play with Kyrou and Buchnevich and those guys and just snap it around and turn nothing into something quickly with incredible vision and playmaking ability. So he's had to make a little bit of an adjustment. So I'm sure he's a little bit envious. Kyrou and Buchnevich able to play with one another. We'll see when the Blues get Brandon Saad back. Congratulations to him and his wife, as they have had a baby girl. His wife gave birth to a baby girl on yesterday, I believe. So I would imagine he'll be back and ready to play when the Blues get going at home in their home opener against the Minnesota Wild. When he gets back in the lineup, I know people are asking who comes out. If you were to ask me 2 days ago who comes out, Nathan Walker is the obvious choice, but I don't think you take him out right now. That fourth line has been really good for the Blues. They give them energy. Still trying to establish an identity as a team. And people are going to be throwing that out there. Hey, what's their identity? Don't worry about the identity right now. When you have 8 new players on your team, that will take some time. So if you think you're going to establish an identity of who you are in game 1, 2, or 3, it's just not realistic. That's not going to happen. So that will take some time to establish who they are, how everybody wants to play, how everybody fits together, how the pieces come together. and what everybody's role is. I think we have an idea. So guys like Matthew Joseph trying to find his way, Kapanen trying to find his way, Braden Shen trying to establish some type of identity and chemistry with those guys. Not really used to being a third-line guy, but I think he's slotted where he probably should be if he's going to play center for the team. He's probably their third-line center. I don't have a problem with Buchnevich playing center at all. Some people don't like it. Listen, this is a necessity for the Blues to put him in the two-hole. And so far, so good in terms of wins for the Blues. 2 wins in 2 games. Come from behind against Seattle and come from behind against San Jose. You don't want to make a habit in doing that, though, as I've said now several times. Don't do that. But a good come-from-behind victory. I just don't see Nathan Walker coming out. You take out Kapanen. Do you take out... Bolduc is the obvious guy. He's coming out, most likely. But then Saad comes in. And you didn't have Texier last night, who didn't play. So if he gets back in the lineup, somebody else still has to come in or come out. So who that is remains to be seen. As always, Hockey Sense is brought to you by First Community, baby. That little Blues program is the best program you're going to find in the entire region when it comes to getting your son or daughter into hockey. You want to get them introduced to the game? No better way to do it than with Little Blues. It comes with all your equipment. You get like 6 skates at a reasonable cost, great instruction. It's kind of like a learn to play, a learn to skate, all wrapped in one. Nobody supports hockey in our town more than First Community. In terms of banks, nobody does it. In terms of corporate support, nobody supports hockey more than First Community, who also bring us the St. Louis Blues Hall of Fame. I would expect that announcement to come out very, very soon in terms of who's going into this class for the Blues Hall of Fame. But sign your son or daughter up for Little Blues. In fact, do it for more than one session. When my son started, he did it for more than one session. So do a couple of sessions, and then you can get him ready to go or her ready to go for mini mites or whatever that next transition is, depending on the age. You got to be between 4 and 9. If you played hockey in the past or you've been on a team, you're really not eligible to sign up. So just play by the rules from that standpoint. This is more for kids who are truly getting introduced to the game, but it comes with everything, including your skates, stick, everything. So take advantage of that. Dirt Cheap Fun Fun, your one-stop party shop. Don't sleep on their party goods. I tell you that all the time. All their party supplies. If you're having Halloween parties, fall parties, get all your beer, wine, and booze from Dirt Cheap, baby. Dirt Cheap Fun Fun, your one-stop party shop. Download that app today. They've got so many deals, they call them steals, and so many of the locations have drive-through. So you don't even have to get out of your car. They have curbside assistance as well. If you want to do it that way, you can do your shopping online, and then they'll bring it out to your car. Doesn't get much better than that. But again, don't sleep on the party supplies if you've got any fall parties coming up. Four Hands Brewing Company, voted St. Louis's #1 brewing company for a reason. They've got that Cam and Strick mango lemonade, baby. It's back on the shelves. I mean, you think about the perfect fall drink. What's better than the mango lemonade hard seltzer from Four Hands Brewing Company? Now, I may be biased, but I've tried a lot of the hard seltzers. I don't like any of them, really, to be honest with you, a whole lot. But this one I love, and it's all I'll drink for the next several months. That and Tito's. People know I'll mix in some Tito's too, but I love that Four Hands Brewing Company mango lemonade hard seltzer. It's the best hard seltzer on the market, and Four Hands has a ton of good hard seltzers. Let's be honest. They've got a lot of good ones. But the mango lemonade, which we personally taste tested to get the right formula, we did a bang-up job with that because it is amazing. So check that out. And check out all their tasting rooms as well. Downtown St. Louis, Kirkwood, Chesterfield, everywhere. Four Hands Brewing Company, baby. Blue Note Roofing. My main man, David Novak. Listen, he's going to come in studio next week. I'm looking forward to David coming in. He'll give us his Blues thoughts, but also talk a little bit about everything they do over there at Blue Note Roofing. 314-920-5713. 314-920-5713. They do the roofing. They do the gutters. They do the fascia, the soffit, windows, whatever it is you're looking for. They can help you out over there with David Novak. He serves all of Illinois, too. Not just St. Louis. Give him a call today, 314-920-5713. Nobody does it better than David Novak, man. Look for that big Blues, yellow truck with the Blues logo on it. You see his phone number on there. Give David a call today. Talk hockey with him. 314-920-5713. All right, let's step aside for a quick minute. We got lots to get into, lots of hockey to talk to. Jamal Mayers may be joining us. He's on a recruiting visit with his daughter. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to play out. We'll see. But Cam Janssen in studio next. All right, I had to go out to the green room to get Cam. This I don't know how many more times we'll be doing this on Hockey Sense because of his. I gave him some assignments last night to watch all the games and to be able to come in and break them down. So I'm just going to sit back and you're going to break them down.
Well, I was in the hospital with my dad.
Okay,
He's dying.
Don't make me feel bad.
So
he's
going to put me on the spot.
Don't do that.
So I didn't get to see too much stuff. And it was a 9:30 game in San Jose. But I know it's going down.
Mm-hmm.
And, the Blues didn't really – I mean, they did actually come off to a pretty good start.
Better start.
But then they kind of shit the bed for a little bit. And, some of those young guys in San Jose, they're actually really fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of took over a little bit. Was the goaltending great on both ends? Not really. Where some of the D made some really, turnovers in the zone. You're giving them the puck, this, that, and the other. But overall, it's a good game, man.
If I'm going to watch a terrible team, I want them to have young stars on it.
God, yeah. And play them in every situation.
But, they're talking about, Cody Ceci and Jake Wallman, how much they've improved. I mean, and I like Jake.
So do I.
I like Jake a lot, man.
I do too.
But, I mean, if that's your top defensive pair, then you're going to have that.
You're going to struggle.
So,
did he do the gritty?
A lot of talking last night on the broadcast. A lot of talking.
I will say this, though, just seeing, this, the place was pretty packed and pretty loud in San Jose. And that's a good sign.
Oh, bring it back, dude.
I know.
I will say, and you obviously played there, but, been to several playoff games in San Jose. I mean, going back to 2013 or whatever it was, and then 2016 and 2019. Been to a ton of play. I've seen that place loud.
It's really loud.
And they've had some great teams, man.
Great teams. They've been.
I was talking with
legit.
Not to name drop, but I was texting with Joe Thornton last night. I'm like, get your ass on the pod.
God, please.
No, he says he has nothing to say.
That's
he says he's like, I'm being boring. He goes, I have nothing to say. I'm boring. I'm like, oh my god.
That's a cop out. Come on, man.
He's got that Celebrini living with him.
He's walking on water up there. He's okay.
I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Celebrini's living with him. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's what you do.
And then the other guy, Will Smith, is living with Marlo.
Oh yeah.
Who's having more fun?
I don't really know Thornton.
Marlo's got a bunch of kids though, man. Yeah. I'm sure it's a fun house.
And listen, they're having a good time one way or the other. Those guys are living in mansions. And there's videos of Marlo rollerblading in his kitchen with the kids.
In a 25,000 square foot house or something.
And when you're 18, I know you want to go out and do stuff here and there. That's all going to come or whatever. But to be at a house like that, you probably have a sweet setup, your own probably wing of the house.
Mm-hmm.
You would think it'd be annoying to hang out with kids that play hockey all day, but no, man. No. You love hockey. So, just mini sticks to this.
It's hockey.
That's perfect.
And his kids are probably, low teenagers by now.
Yeah,
they're not that much younger than him. And so they're just playing shinny all the time.
I used to take all my we had the same thing in my billets in Windsor and Guelph, and I would take them everywhere.
The old people?
No. The other ones. Yeah, Sue and Rick. What's up, baby? They were 14 and 15. I would take them everywhere. Let's go. We're going to lunch. Boom. So, you have fun with the billet kids.
Yeah.
Unless they're really annoying.
Oh God. Which I'm sure that happens.
That happens.
I think some people would have a hard time living in somebody else's house. That is not it's a challenge. Well, although I will say, man, it's always amazing how many hockey players I've talked to over the years who just revere their billet family. The billet family's in town watching them. It's like the real family.
I know they took them in. They're not making any money. They're cleaning up all your stuff. The little things that you do when you're 17, 18, 19 years old, just a little shit that you leave around the house, in the shower, on the toilet seat, clothes, money, food, all that. They do way more than you think, man.
Well, it kind of forces you to
clean
be
your room.
Considerate of whose house you're in, too. When you're living at home, you just don't care. You're like, oh, my mom will clean it.
Yeah, Kate will clean it.
My cleaning ladies will get it.
I know, cleaning ladies. It's nice to have a cleaning lady once a month.
Once a month?
Scrub. Well, you have 3 kids, I know.
It would not. Once a month is hard because it's not fair to the cleaning lady.
So you say more? Once?
Yeah, I'd say at least twice a month.
That's unfair. Why is that unfair?
Because then it forces them to clean even more. If they come every 2 weeks, then they're on top of everything.
You got kids, man. I don't. So I just want them to clean the dust and some of the dog stuff or whatever the case is.
You need one.
I do have one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we have one come in.
That.
It's not once a month because Kate really cleans a lot. Yeah. But
it's once.
It's once every 3 months.
Once every 3 months.
I get that done. I get my carpeting clean again. Yeah. I do a bunch of stuff.
You got to do that with all the dogs.
We just got animals flying around like
Can
crazy.
I say this? And I'm not chirping, man. It was great to see Celebrini score his first goal, and I said this in the opening segment brought to you by First Community several times. But, I mean, I'm reading the ticker this morning, and Celebrini scores an amazing first career goal. Like,
it's actually a turnover. Should have been.
He literally spun and threw it blindly to the middle of the ice.
Yeah.
Just blind pass, and it went on. Hey, but good things happen when you throw the puck in that area. You never know. You may get a bounce. Kessel he's in that stage right now where he can't get out of his own way, like right when those type of things happen.
Exactly.
He's struggling with the puck. His confidence isn't there with the puck on his stick right now.
Yeah.
The game is fast for him. It just looks like it's sped up, and it did in the preseason too. I think it's a different situation for him this year because last year he came in, started the year in Springfield, played really well, and got the promotion and came in and played well. I think this year was a different animal for him. He's a fifth-round pick, and he had a spot. I think just a different type of pressure that he's dealing with this year. He just needs to take a deep breath, settle down.
Fixable.
He's got a veteran guy playing with him. I don't really mind Ryan Suter right now. I scored a nice goal yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
there's some goofy goals in that game.
There were a bunch of Goudreau's goal was goofy.
What was that?
Buchnevich's goal was goofy.
Yeah,
I watched the Goudreau goal over and over, and I still can't figure it out.
How did it
go from? It's like magnetized.
It's like somebody like kicked it back.
Has it on a string or something.
Really weird. Braden Shinzo.
That was
good for him, man.
It was a snap. He does that in overtime, dude. That's his 12th career over game winner in overtime.
Made a nice move, broke away
through
from
the neutral zone. Yeah, no,
he's that dude.
He does. He almost scored earlier in the game. It was actually a nice save by the San Jose goaltender who read the play very well. It was a nice pass. Trying to remember who made the pass, Cam. I don't know. The game started at like midnight last night. I'm trying to remember.
I know you're chirping me off the bat, and I had to defend myself.
Well, Cam,
everything's okay. By the way, we're taking Andy and I are closer. Like I knew he was going to chirp, and then I have to have some sort of rebuttal.
I gave Cam an assignment. When I give him the assignment to come into hockey, he has to watch every game the night before.
Listen, I watch more things than anybody you know.
Okay, well, break down the Buffalo game.
Do I got to bring it up again?
The Buffalo game?
Do I have to bring it up again?
Again?
I was at the hospital.
Oh my
all
God!
night.
Don't do that.
What are you chirping me for?
Do that.
What am I doing here? I was in the hospital all freaking day with my dad.
Can I give your dad a shout out?
Yeah,
Denny.
I gotta give another shout out to another dad who passed away.
Me too, to Joe Vitalis.
Yeah, Sam Vitalis. I know you did it already, but
no, I did.
And it's just the way it is right now, man.
Like, we are thinking about you, Joey. I know.
We're getting older, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting older. You got to worry about your mom. I got to worry about my dad. It's just the way it is when you hit your 40s. It's just the way it is. So that's where I was.
Yeah, we just lost my Uncle Bob, man, dude, a week ago.
It's that time. It's just you're getting older.
You're getting in that stage where where your friends are starting to lose some of their parents and stuff like that. You know? But I feel like Denny's he's gonna persevere. He's gonna be okay.
Tougher than shit. He is. He's just got some issues, so we're gonna have to deal with it. But so that's why I was kind of like
I know
bliss last night a little bit. All good, man.
But I did talk.
You know I do my homework, so don't play me like a fiddle.
I did talk to you early in the night though. When you were on your way home, I expected you to watch.
Okay. Are you still bringing it up again? No. But yeah, man.
Do you want to
come back?
Do you want to break down the Buffalo game?
Why do they care? Who are we talking to here? We're talking to people in St. Louis, and Andy's acting like we need to break down.
Buffalo had a lead 1-0 though going into
you win
in the third period.
Buffalo, good God!
And then they lose 3-1. Kopitar. I just want to give him a shout out.
What's up, baby?
Dude, he's so damn good.
God, is he good?
Could you imagine if he played in like Toronto?
Yeah,
he'd be like a god, dude.
He's a god, man. I'm throwing him in that category anyway. You know what? It's nice to be a god in a town where you could creep around and get away and do your thing. And you're making so much money. He's probably got so many different things going on. He's got the beach house. He's got this. He's got that.
I'm just saying, if he played for the Rangers or a bigger market, Boston, people would truly celebrate this guy.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's celebrated. I think he's recognized.
Him and Barkov.
Barkov got hurt. Barkov got hurt last night.
What happened?
He and
tell the people.
You didn't watch it?
Get out of here. What happened to him?
Well, late in the game, empty net, race for the puck, which is always dangerous. Yeah, he and Timmy Stutzla, who fakes injury all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Stop doing that, Timmy. I'm trying to.
That's not a good look.
No, because
all you parents out there too with your kids faking injuries all the time. Trust me, everybody's seeing that and they're shaking their
That's
heads.
not allowed on Hockey Sense. Brought to you by First Community.
What's up? Man,
you're breaking all the rules here today on my show.
Today, dude.
I may have to
drag my ass out.
I may have to put you back in the green room.
You drag my ass out here, man.
But
okay?
he was Timmy Stützle, racing with Barkov for a puck with an empty net. It's amazing how hard guys will go.
You want that cookie
when it's an empty net.
Well, it seals the deal, but yeah.
And Stützle, they both crashed hard into the board. Stützle gets up. Normally he doesn't get up.
Yeah.
And then Brady has to fight or something, because he doesn't get up, like he did before. When his own stick hit him in the face when Jack-Eye got him a few games ago, and Brady goes psycho and then gets hurt on the play because Stützle's laying on the ice.
I hate that.
So anyway, Stützle got up because the net was empty.
He wants that good.
And he put it in and scored a second goal of the game. So, hey, I like Timmy Stützle. One of the best players I've ever seen in the World Juniors,
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. What country is he from?
Germany.
Good, Cam.
Hey, so how'd Brady play last night? Was he going crazy? Was he able to play the game?
No penalty minutes. I think he played against Matthew. So they took a picture with Baby Ryder before the game, which was cool. So it was kind of an uneventful game in terms of a lot of the extracurricular. We've seen games get completely out of hand and crazy when those two teams get together.
Yeah, but I also think that when Matthew and Brady play against each other, they both individually calm themselves down. I feel like.
Not last time. Remember end of the year last year? It was just
when they don't go after each other.
No, they don't. There's one clip of Brady knocking Matthew down.
Yeah, in front of the net, I saw that. It wasn't that big a deal.
No,
wasn't that big.
Well, then Matthew turned around and swung his
with
stick
a one-handed,
and he got him in the twigs and berries.
It wasn't that bad. I saw that 15 times over. It wasn't that bad. There's crazier shit that goes down in some of these.
So I was saying to my audience,
your audience, get out of here. I know all these people listening. It's all the same people. We all know each other. This is all the 590 people. We love all y'all.
This is my guest.
He's acting like chewing's a big deal.
These are
the 590 people that we love.
This is my guest, Cam, and so say hi to my audience.
Hi, I'm Cam. Nice to meet you.
So I was saying to my audience before about with Saad, who just had a baby.
Yeah,
he comes back. I think the obvious Boldy comes out, but then Texier, when he comes back, because he didn't play yesterday. Did you know? I don't know if you knew that.
No, he got hurt. No, I know.
Yeah.
He had a damn good game with that little sauce pass to Jordan Kyber. Don't play with me.
He took warm-up. And he did not play, so I don't think it's considered serious.
Yeah.
Maybe he goes tonight against Vegas. You never know. But I don't think you can take Nathan Walker out. I was talking to somebody with the Blues the other day, and I think that was the foregone conclusion. Like, it's probably the easiest decision to bring him out. But yeah, that fourth line is actually playing pretty good.
I know. So who else? Because even like Nathan Walker stirred something up the other day. But even in one of the goals, he takes two guys out with him.
Yeah, but
like he's attracting
got an assist
people
last night.
No, I know. He's just attracting people towards him. There's somebody else open. They make plays. So yeah, he stirs it up. You need that. He's not a big guy, but he's quick and he goes 100 miles an hour, and he's probably good on the bench.
He's like your tough guy. He's your enforcer, Cam.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't consider him an enforcer. I consider him just an energy guy.
Don't consider him an enforcer.
Well, you just said it.
But for the Blues, he might be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not catching on.
Because Tucker's not there anymore.
Right.
No,
I mean,
and Tucker didn't do much either. Let's be honest. He got buckled. Dude, I remember he got buckled by Olivier. I listened to the broadcast.
Yeah, but he got him with the first punch. Like,
Olivier caught him. He dropped him.
He did.
I saw that a billion times.
He got him right off the bat. Olivier probably wasn't ready. He quick punched him.
Yeah, he jumped the gun.
Yeah.
But Olivier's like, what? Smoke. You got to have some good fights there.
Olivier's tough.
Like, you fight Olivier, you got to go for a minute. You got to...
Really?
You got to... Yeah.
Yeah. Like you got to, like...
You know,
make it a fight.
If you're going to do it, either you got to make it a really good fight, or if somebody...
Like he's going to drop Nathan Walker, for example, right? With one punch.
Well...
He shouldn't be dropping Tyler Tucker, you're saying, with one punch.
No, man. Stick up. You got to make that a fight, okay? Because you got to bring that element to the table. And on the other hand, like, if Tyler Tucker's in front of the net, and, a smaller guy does something, rams a goalie, now you have the green light in that situation to really ragdoll that guy, get some energy, let everybody know, don't do that bullshit. And he really hasn't done that. He did by Brady Kachuk that one time where they went
It's center ice.
Where I look at Brady, I'm like, what are you doing?
Fighting Tyler Tucker.
Why are you fighting him?
I know, and that's
You're
why.
playing 20 minutes.
That's why I know Trent, Frederick, and Matthew had their beef the other day.
From Matthew, I'm not fighting Trent.
Ty gave me a great joke the other day. By the way, he said if two vegan women get in a fight, can we still call that beef?
Wow.
It's a great joke.
Yeah, but you're kind of tied to that because you're vegan.
No.
So he's probably talking about you.
No.
You don't even know that. Your son chirped you and you didn't even know it.
No, I'm not vegan.
And you bring it to your audience. That's hilarious.
Probably make a mistake there. This is me and Ty this weekend.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the whole.
Isn't that nice though?
Yeah, I might have you guys over.
I'll come over and play hockey.
Come
with
over.
him. I swear to God.
Tomorrow we'll do it around all
If
day.
I'm not
Come
doing other and more important
stuff,
things that you made me bring up today because you're chirping me, I got to have some sort of defense mechanism, which I do. But I will come over and shoot pucks with Ty.
Your defense mechanism is to try to make me feel guilty, which I
don't put me in a spot. You know, you knew
you had an assignment. You had an assignment.
You knew I was busy.
You had an assignment.
It's all good, man. I know what's going on. Let's go.
Okay, so, you know what I'm saying about Nathan Walker. I'm not saying he's the enforcer, but he's got some serious cojones and plays with balls.
He plays with energy, dude.
And the Blues aren't built like that.
No.
Is that a concern for you?
I like that Foxka. He plays hard.
He plays hard. He battles.
But like, do we need? I don't know yet. Well, it depends on how the season goes. Are you getting roughed up?
Would they? Are they built to where they would get roughed up? Like, would that be a concern of yours?
Not yet. Nah. Who's gonna rough them up?
Well,
Florida?
okay, that's not my.
Well, I'm just saying.
Just in general.
It has been 2 games, and I haven't seen anything yet. I'm worried about
I'm not thinking about that though.
I'm worried about taking a period off and letting them score 3 goals on you.
I'm not
come back.
I'm not even thinking about that though. I'm thinking. It's more like, hey, are you winning your battles? Are you strong in the corners? Are you strong on the wall? Are you hitting? And that, I don't think they're completely built to play that style. Although we're gonna find out. Listen. We're 2 games in. I've used the analogy over and over with Bob Ross.
The painter
with all the different colors of paints he's got on there. And just, we're trying to figure out exactly how it's all going to come together. And people are asking, what's the Blues identity? We're not going to know 2 games in.
No.
Okay, they're still trying to figure that out. You have 8 new players.
No shit.
So when you have 8 new players, you don't just determine what the identity is. Guys are still learning off one another. You know, I was talking to Braden Shen late in preseason. I mean, very late in preseason. And training camp and preseason, But he hadn't even really met Radek Faksa yet.
No.
Because they were in separate groups during training camp. They hadn't played in a game together. They hadn't practiced together. He didn't even, know him.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Not that they're on the same line, but you don't have to be on the same line to still have chemistry with one another. And,
you're going to be out there together with each other. Yeah.
Just to, get to know one another, But both guys have been around for a long time, so that's not really an issue.
And people are like, well, why don't they hang out in the lot? Well, no, because there's hours separation.
Yeah, you practice at this time, that time.
Shinner's like, I got to get out of here. I've been here for 4 hours, and then he's just getting on the ice. There's no, hey, call me afterwards. Let's go. Maybe that.
No, but Shen had all the whole team over. On the Sunday before the season started.
Cool.
Like the Sunday before they left. They left on a Sunday. The Sunday before that, he had the whole team over.
God, what kind of food did they have there? Did they get catered?
Probably healthy. Probably very
vegan.
Healthy. A lot of vegan options.
I bet you they had that catered by some badass restaurant in St. Louis.
Chaser's restaurant.
Chaser Cigar Bar with cigars.
You want to go with me and Larry to Chaser's Cigar Bar for Halloween? A Halloween party?
I'm going to be out of town.
Oh my God.
I'm going to be doing radio for the Blues with Curbs. Joey's.
Is that official?
Yeah. So Joe, I'm going to be going on this next trip to Toronto, and then and a lot of the big trips for Joey. Joey's kind of sliding into more TV stuff. I think he's doing 30-something TV roles this year, so I'll be taking over on the road.
And Jamal may be doing some games too.
Jamal will be doing some games as well.
Yeah. So I connect everyone. I get everyone jobs is what I do.
How'd you get me a job?
I'm joking. Through Hockey Sense. Brought to my
I created my own thing.
Did you play?
Did I play? I played the other night though against all the guys, man. Listen, even playing hockey still, and some of you guys know that too, man. Some of you guys play in some of these beer leagues and whatnot. You understand the game better, even if you play in a beer league game.
Mm-hmm.
You just do, because you know why? Your emotions still go. If Andy makes a good play, you're like, damn, that was a nice little sauce pass you made for that break, whatever the case is. If he doesn't get the puck out of the zone, we're all looking at each other like, how are you doing? They score a goal. Like, you're watching hockey. You're playing hockey. You're actually doing it. It helps, man, to understand the game. It really does. Really does.
I always tell the kids to make sure you watch hockey.
They don't. I talk to guys.
Not just the highlight shows.
And there it is. I talk to guys. Now, I'm not going to bring names up, but coaches have played. They're dead serious. They know what it takes. And I go, are your kids, who you coach, watch hockey? He goes, no, never.
They don't watch.
They'll watch a highlight reel of somebody doing a little.
They don't even know who the players are.
They don't know.
They know the current players. They don't know the.
They know the superstars.
They don't know the superstars from 10 years ago.
So my point is like they'll know like the highlight where they toe drag and score, but they don't watch how it was set up, how the defenseman got the puck, how the goalie set the play up for the D-man to get the puck, to get it on the wall, make a nice little wall play, to kick it to the middle, to do this, to do that, and then they watch the last part of that sequence. So they don't know how it got to there. That's a problem, man. Like if you talk to all these superstars, they were obsessed. They're watching games all the time. They're dissecting it all the time.
And all you parents out there, is the best way to teach your kids a game.
Watch this guy. Just watch him. Isolate him.
You can't watch the game as a fan. It may take that away from you because you may have to stop and rewind and go back, and it may take you a long time to get through the game.
I know.
But if you really want to like do that all the time, it's just the ability to skate through the neutral zone, to beat that first player, to create a 2-on-1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like moving it before you beat the first player, now the defenseman gaps up and he's got no space. Now you beat the first player. Now you got a 2-on-1. You know what I mean?
How'd you get the puck out of the zone?
Yeah.
Like, how'd he do it?
Yeah, you see how he turned his body?
The face-offs. You watching all the face-off plays? Yeah. What are they doing on the wall?
Right.
What do they do?
Right.
So there's so much to it.
I know.
Does Ty watch it?
Oh, my God.
Vividly?
Ty?
That's good. You're lucky.
Will be very tired today because he's like this in the third period. And
it happens, man.
I know a lot of parents out there are like, you should be sending him to bed, but dude, he's gonna watch if he wants to watch the game.
Okay, so he's staying up late.
I let him.
Okay, like what? How late?
Well, because the game started at 9:30, so I'm thinking he's only gonna last a period, and he'll just fall asleep watching the game.
Didn't?
No.
And he had a skate this morning.
No.
Okay, then he's fine.
Yeah.
What's he doing out? Chilling?
He's at school.
Oh God, I forgot.
He goes to school. Not all the kids go to school nowadays.
Yeah. No, some are homeschool.
They homeschool. But he went to school.
Okay.
And no, he's fine. He slept till 8:15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's sleeping in, baby.
Well, I let him sleep as long as he possibly could.
And then get up, boom, get everything organized,
Yeah,
get him out.
and it's a half day today for him, too.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But he doesn't start school at 8:50.
Like this weekend for you.
Yeah.
You and him. Watch hockey.
Yeah.
Have fun. Do something. Maybe hit a couple of his buddies come over. You do one-timers in the street.
Practice today, practice tomorrow, 2 practices Sunday.
Get it done.
Just a lot of, you know what I mean?
You guys all know if you have kids, man.
And that's how we, divide it up. My wife's going to be out of town with my daughter who's got a soccer weekend.
Yeah, sake.
Sake.
I'll drink
That'd be a cool game. Sake.
I'll drink that.
Drink sake with Yarhalak one night.
It'll give you a headache eventually.
Yarhalak drank some sake for...
Get him on.
I only do interviews. I don't do podcasts. That's what Torts told me.
Was that what he said?
Torts did.
That's a different animal. Like Yarrow, like
I
come
love
on and
Torts,
like, we'll shoot the shit, So do I.
Big shout out to Kevin Hayes too. I was texting him today.
He
scored a nice goal last night. A nice little snipe with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh rebounded.
They got their ass.
I don't know about this Detroit team.
Woo! They got their ass kicked though against
the other night.
Oh
my God. Who'd they lose 6-0 to?
Rangers.
Oh my God. And
killed them.
And then Winnipeg wins 6-0 against Edmonton. That's a terrible start, Edmonton, by the way. Everyone, do you know I'm looking at all these experts and they pick the Stanley Cup final?
Yeah.
And they all say, I swear to God, every single one of them had Edmonton. Now, not every single one of them had the same team out of the East. Every single one of them, everyone had Edmonton. And they lose 6-0. No, they're not going to lose every game. And
happened last year.
Well, they made to change the coach and whatever.
Why? I don't.
And that just
6-0. Like if you lose 3-2,
dude,
fine.
6-0.
That's a smack in your face. Like you weren't ready.
Like how you losing 6-0?
You weren't ready. You were sleeping during that game,
dude. That shouldn't happen with McDavid and Draisaitl on the team. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You should never lose 6-0 in an NHL game ever.
Unless you were just completely out of it.
You're gonna have games where you lose, but like.
If you travel,
it may happen in a game
country the other
28 or
in
game 1. You lose 6-0.
You tired from training camp?
Do you think that the it's a good look or a bad look on McDavid? Like, how do you think he would take it? You think he likes that all this footage is out there of him screaming?
Hates it.
It's not good enough.
Hates it. I get so worried about all the stuff that we post.
Mhm.
I look at it, I'm like,
Like what you
hopefully
said about Diddy.
P. Diddy. People might be like,
you
how
can't
dare
say
Cam
that.
say that about P. Diddy?
You can't say that to my
Like,
audience.
You're sticking up for P. Diddy over me? Get on with yourself.
Not to my audience. Don't say that.
Who is your audience then? Vegans?
If two vegan women got in a fight, would you still call that beef?
Yeah. He's sharper than you. You don't even know it.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. You don't even know. He's a step ahead of you.
He is not.
You die. It's funny.
It's a great joke.
Don't lose 6-0.
Okay, so who comes out? Kapanen and Joseph? Who's coming out?
Captain looked pretty damn good too. Made some good plays. Joseph looked all right. I don't know. It's kind of a good problem. Have we even had this problem with the Blues in a little while as far as the depth? Like,
Normally,
you know,
and Walker still could be the guy. I don't know.
I wouldn't either.
Maybe you have a rotation.
But you have to with Saad. Just make it 4.5.
Well, no, he's in.
Saad is like, he's so solid. No one really talks about him. He just does his thing.
Nobody talks about the Blues either. Do you know how many times I've heard a Central Division breakdown, like on NHL Network Radio or NHL Network, and I swear they don't even mention the Blues. They go Dallas, Colorado, Nashville, Winnipeg. They don't mention Utah, who wins again yesterday.
Yeah.
I love this Dylan Gunther.
I see a lot of, so do I. But I do see a lot of people talking about Utah, for sure.
But in reference to them being the new team and that.
I just see like they're getting attention. Every time you turn on the NHL Network,
but they're not.
On this,
I don't think people realize how they're pretty good. It's not like an expansion team. You know, they've been building. They added Sergachev. They got all. Gunther obviously now is a huge upgrade. And way more confident now in his first full season.
Yeah.
Keller with the C. They've got fans. They've got energy.
Got a cool city. I don't know.
Like, who knows how long they're going to be able to play off of that.
The beer is like $4 a beer.
No, like $2. Although I hear it's like a challenge. You can't like drink in all the areas and stuff like that.
Well, that's why we talked about that. Like that's Sunday games. Are you allowed to drink? Are they going to lose money on Sunday games? And
can't take your beer like out of the club at the rink and stuff.
There's some interesting things. Like in St. Louis, you're walking around the city drinking beer like this is a beer town, But I wonder how that works. But they said that they made like $270,000 off something, whatever.
I don't think
they made
honestly,
some money, which is good.
A lot of people are celebrating Ryan Smith, who he looks like he's from like the Backstreet Boys or something.
Who does he look? A
New Kids on the Block.
Does he look like a 90s boy?
Oh yeah, New Kids on the Block.
He's 46.
He's got the hat on backwards. I swear, I think he may have
sneakers and
he may have kind of grabbed himself one time and he was talking like a rapper type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Like who?
Like who? Who you think?
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, something like that. Like when he was talking.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. I think he's just he's just like swag. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm an owner of that team, I am going to treat those guys like
okay. But can I say that while they're getting some positive attention for the concession prices, I don't think it was a necessary marketing move.
I don't mind it. We're talking about it.
You're the hot thing right now. They're going to pay $8 for the hot dog.
Maybe there's something more that
why reduce it to $2?
They know more than you do about what's going on, probably, Andy, and they got to do what they got to do.
Because I will say they were like, look at all these people. There weren't that many.
No, I know. This all happens.
The camera
so fast.
would accidentally show behind the stage, and they would be like,
people are like,
20 people.
There's a team here. I'm in the mountains skiing.
Right.
I'm skiing down to my.
I'm visiting for the weekend. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, there's a hockey team. Oh, we'll go to this parade. Like no one even knows what's going on.
What's their name?
They don't even have a name. But this happens so fast. But so what?
I'm rooting for them, dude. I can't chirp Utah.
I want to go there. I can't wait to go there.
Are you going there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't chirp Utah.
Be cool.
Yeah.
I hope Ty has some cool tournaments up there, and it's a far away, but their youth hockey starts blowing up, and all of a sudden a kid gets drafted in the first round from Utah. I don't know. Like we're gonna see that in the next decade, which is cool. I like Salt Lake City, dude. It's a little different. Don't get me wrong. Mountain town, hell yeah. I'm rooting for them. But if I'm that owner, I would treat those guys, because if I had the money, he has money to spend. Okay. I would treat those guys literally like royalty. I would. Now, if you screw up, I'm going to kick you aside.
No, I know.
Like royalty.
Why
hook them up with all kinds of different stuff throughout the town. spend the extra money to make them feel comfortable.
He's like Justin Timberlake or something. You know, he's
Yeah.
kind of got the
kind of.
He is. He's cool though, man. I like Ryan Smith and his wife too. He brings his wife
Smart.
everywhere.
Yeah.
She is always for the puck drop, everything. Like it's like when they say owner, it's Ryan Smith and Mrs. Smith.
That's what you should do.
So it's not
That's pretty cool.
just Ryan Smith.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, what a cool gig. I like to see what his.
What do you think of their assistant coach in
Seattle? Good for her. You're dang right, girl. What's up? Beautiful woman.
Oh my God.
I can't say that.
I don't know if you can.
She looks beautiful.
Okay.
Is that creepy?
No, I don't.
Jesus
I just I wasn't expecting that.
But she's been in the game a long time.
Mhm.
She's played. She's done it all.
Okay.
You know, if you can't, like, listen, if it's her or some other guy telling you what to do in the corner when you messed up the day before, what's the difference?
Mhm.
She played. It's all good.
But I don't think we need to go too overboard. Like don't treat her different. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't have to be like she doesn't. It makes it feel like doesn't belong when you go too overboard.
Who's going too overboard?
I'm just saying it's just a lot of.
So that's something that you would think about. Why would they even think about that? You're just another coach.
Right. That's what I mean.
You're just another coach.
Treat her like.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's a little different because she's a female. Duh. And if anybody thinks differently, then whatever.
So I get. Hold on. Let me finish real quick because I get celebrating. She's the first female coach in the history of the NHL. So you certainly make it, and I'm sure that played a part into the Blues game against them being on national TV that day.
Oh yeah, probably.
You know what I mean?
That's fine.
But let's give her the proper respect is all I'm trying to say. Like for being a legitimate coach.
Yeah, and if you don't,
not just there for headlines and to create
just easy headlines because it's different.
Yeah.
And so but the guys are gonna look at her just like they're gonna look at some fucking dude that maybe played, that didn't play, that's an extra, that's an assistant coach. They're gonna be the same.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna tell me what to do. You're gonna show me up different things. You're gonna show me video on stuff, and you're a female. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
But good for her. That's cool. Might try to get her on.
Yeah, we will.
So our first female guest.
We never had one. That's Cam.
No, he's the one that sets it up. That's not me. He's the one that
Cam's never.
How dare
let
you?
me have a female.
Now
guest.
I'm uncomfortable.
Cam's never
because I'm like, Andy, who do we have on? I want a female, and he's like,
he's never let me have a female guest
So
on
I
the
run
show.
the show now. So I run the show.
No, you don't actually. No.
So then what are we talking about? There it is. That's funny.
So anyway, you didn't,
Hockey's back, baby. Let's go.
You didn't answer the question. Who comes out of the lineup? When Saad and Texier return, who comes?
It's gonna be Walker.
Okay.
Kapanen looked pretty fast, man. Like,
he is fast,
and he looked fast, so that's good. Probably Walker. Walker go in and out and stuff.
Okay.
People get hurt.
Walker or Kapanen did not have his best game. He was okay.
He was okay. He made a nice play. One of the goals.
I think it was -2, maybe.
Made a nice play on one of the goals.
Which one?
I don't know.
Cam thought the game was on Hulu. He didn't even.
I was in the hospital.
Oh my God, I know that, but not during the game. Not during the game.
Yeah, I was worn out.
I don't blame you.
I was worn out.
You got to get some rest.
Until 7:46 this morning,
Way too late.
Way too late for me.
Prepare.
I look at Andy's like, "You still coming?"
Didn't prepare.
Wake up. No, I was sitting in the parking lot for an hour.
You know, when you do this, you have to prepare.
Thanks, man. I know this is the most important show going. I was in the parking lot doing my homework.
Mm-hmm.
I got here an hour before Andy did to his own show.
He's like, "Are you coming?"
I'm like, "Are you here? Like, what am I doing?" So there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot of hockey coming up, baby.
I said it before the season started, Cam, and I said it on Cam and Strick. I don't know how many times. I just keep saying it because I truly believe it, that this is going to be the breakout year for Jordan Kyrou. He's got 4 points through 2 games. Scored 2 goals, obviously, in the first game. If that puck gets through from Buchnevich, probably pops home another one yesterday.
Bucci?
He had a hell of a shot on that power play. You see that power play setup? That one-timer he had?
Yeah,
that was a hell of a save.
Good, man.
They gave up a shorthanded goal.
But when they're on, man, they're moving the puck around. They got some options.
They were. I feel
How's
like
Falk doing on the power play?
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think he's going to be. Honestly, I think he's going to be.
Will Suter get any reps?
Maybe. I thought Broberg was good last night.
Yeah, people are talking about him. Looks fat. Looks
like
smooth.
That's what I mean. Like the new players are an upgrade over the players they're replacing from a year ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's Texier kid come back and do his thing too.
what do you make out of Detroit? They lose to Pittsburgh last night.
Oh, come on.
The Red
Detroit.
Wings.
The Iser plan.
What are we
Didn't
waiting?
we talk about this?
What are we waiting for?
People in Detroit are like, let's go. What are we doing? Enough's enough. Yeah, we had success like you cannot believe.
Okay, so
throughout the
they've
years.
got
What's going on now?
They've got Larkin. They've got the D-man, right? They've got Raymond.
Big ticket.
Then what do they have?
How's their goalie situation?
Billy Husso is probably their number one right now. I like Billy, man. I thought Billy.
He's cool. Yeah,
You know,
he's legit here.
they don't have a. You know, yours. Listen, NHL goaltending is different than being like a quarterback in the NFL. You know, like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, they can turn average wide receivers into like Pro Bowlers. You know what I mean? They can turn like a Wes Welker, not a Wes Welker, but like a Danny Amendola, for example. They could turn him into like a Pro Bowl receiver. A goaltender, I mean, you better have some good D in front of you. They you know, they can make defense look better than maybe they are with great play, but at the same time, find me an amazing goaltender, I'm going to show you a good group of defense for the most part. You know what I mean?
And the
Find me
goalie's
a
not
bad
going to make
goaltender. I'm going to show you a defense that's very subpar.
The goalie's not going to make your D look good though. Your D look bad even if they make a nice save. It's just not on the score sheet. You know what I mean? So like, you could have your goalies are going to win you games. They're going to save you some games. They're going to steal some games from you. But it's not going to happen all the time though. And eventually you're going to be worn out.
If you make 43 saves and win the game 2-1, man, like they will make your D look better than they probably are.
Well, if you
give up 10,
if you break it
10
down,
grade A's,
the next day the D's are going to be on that freaking.
You
video.
give up 10 grade A's.
Yeah, stop giving up 10 grade A's and making your goalie go side to side every 2 seconds. That wears him out, and that's
Moritz Seider is who I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
defenseman. Like he's a legit.
Come on, Detroit. I want you.
Well, and I know the other players they have. I know they have Tarasenko now, who scored a goal yesterday. I know they have Patrick Kane, but you know those guys are not what they once were. I don't think they put any fear on the opposition.
No, you're like, okay, you're playing Detroit. Like, all right, let's go do our thing.
Mm-hmm.
We got to worry about a couple guys, but no, we should win this game. 6-0. That's unacceptable.
Oh my God. What was he?
They probably.
What was McDavid saying between periods of that game?
Oh God.
Dig in.
He's probably still tired.
Dig in.
He's probably still like messed up from last year. It hasn't been that long. It hasn't been that long. Like the hockey season's so freaking long. Like imagine
dig in.
McDavid probably finally got a good night's sleep 2 days ago. He probably had to do stuff all summer long. He probably had to get away.
He got married.
Go do this. He got married. He's probably going on vacation. Like, get me away from this. I got to get away. My mind is.
How many points will Celebrini have?
60.
Scored an amazing goal yesterday.
Amazing. It's okay. Like when he spun around. Like
no, I mean he was great. He's got great edge.
Kessel's like, oh, I hit my skin.
He looks dangerous when he has the puck. He's got those quick hands, and he is going to be over. Just okay. But they won the game.
That's who we're talking to here.
Yeah, they won the game.
I know.
My audience?
Your audience is St. Louis people. Mm-hmm. So Holfer.
Depends who I have on the show.
He had some goofy goals against him. Does this look goofy?
Yeah, but so did the San Jose goal.
Don't care about him. You know, Holfer.
Mm-hmm. Jake Neighbors had a good net front screen on the Falks goal.
Yep.
And he did that last game too.
Big Jakey boy.
I'm waiting for Jakey to get going.
Get going then.
Waiting for Jakey to get going.
How about do it in Vegas?
And I think I talked about this in the first segment brought to you by First Community here on Hockey Sense. I feel like Robbie Thomas is trying to he's giving this, he looks a little frustrated.
With Jakey?
No, just with him and Holloway. It's not. He's seeing Kyrou and Buchnevich play together. Those are his type of
doing things.
He wants to do things.
Or you could be like, no,
when you're open to the side of the net and you're just spinning around and blindly throwing a shot right in the goalie's chest, and now the whistle blows and they're changing lines. I see Robert Thomas's body language going off the ice. Okay, can we make some? Let's make plays.
Be a little better than that.
Let's make plays.
Yeah, that's a buzz.
So, and I like Holloway's game. He's an upgrade too.
Yeah.
And we all know that I'm a huge fan of Jake Neighbors, but those are meat and potato type guys. And, Thomas probably wants to play that give and go, rush game, hang on to pucks, find the next play that creates the scoring chance on the next play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those guys cannot change the way they play for Robbie, and I'm not suggesting they do at all. But, it's just going to be Robbie's just got to make those guys better. That's the challenge of an elite center.
Try to make them better. Try to balance everything out a little bit. Sometimes it is nice to have a guy that goes straight line, go right there. You're going to open up something. Now you be creative and find them.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs to simplify his game a little bit playing with those guys. But I get what you're saying, though. Like, it's easy to go bam, bam, bam,
he's
spin around.
Playing with those guys,
but adjust. And now you got two big guys. They're going to go down. They're going to create room for you.
Right.
Figure it out. You're a very smart, cerebral player, man. Making good money. You're one of the leaders of that team.
Yeah.
You got to balance. You got to balance this team out a little bit. So, figure out how to make all you guys better.
All y'all.
Okay. So.
Anybody else stand out in the game you didn't watch?
Man, God damn it, Andy. Listen, we're going to be breaking down hockey for all you guys. I'll be doing a lot of stuff with
anybody else stand out in the game you didn't watch?
The game I didn't watch, let's see here.
I give Cam the assignment to come in here, and he didn't even watch the game.
It's okay. I was kind of worn out. It was a weird day. It was just a weird
I know.
Our parents are getting old, man. It sucks. It just sucks, Just sucks. My mom's not around to help my dad either, so I got to get everybody together. I get my aunts now and my brother involved and stuff.
Yeah, but Kate does a lot of that.
Kate does a ton. But to listen to the doctors and understand, because my dad can't understand what they're saying, is the most difficult part. Be like, okay, what's next? What are we doing? What's going on? This is tough. So it's all good. We all deal with it. No big deal.
Yeah. No, I got you.
You good?
I can't wait to watch him play again tonight. I love the fact that hockey's here.
Yeah.
Let me look at the scores from last night one more time to see if there's anything else that I remember that I wanted to get into.
What about the Leafs?
Oh, they rebounded. I searched Craig Berube's name on Twitter just to see what everyone was saying. They're like going crazy after they lost the first game. And I know it's great to have everyone talk about you, as Cam would say, and stuff like that. And they're very popular in Toronto, but it's just, they had 47 shots on goal and they lost the game. It would have been nice to win that first one just to kind of get that monkey off his back. But they're like, it's the system.
What about, of course, it's the system. You won game. You don't even know.
Matthews hasn't scored yet. Marner hasn't scored yet. I'm like, oh, he may not score the whole year.
Joseph Wall's a St. Louis kid. Like, he's just hurt, dude. Oh, fucking, he got rocked by
Jay Rosso.
I went shot at Jay boy. What's up, baby? I love you, man. Tough motherfucker right there.
He had lower body tightness.
It's like, okay. Like, it's just, when you take yourself out of, here's how I look at different injuries with players.
I think he's had some groin issues, though. It probably scares him, man.
And I'm being simplistic with this.
You tear that groin again.
Andy, I know.
He's out for months.
I know. I'm just saying, overall, when you play with different players, like, I've never got off the ice because of something that I'm like, I don't feel
You're not a goalie.
I know, but I see forwards and defensemen, not too many guys anymore, but just like they're hurt all the time. Like something tweaked a little bit, they're hurt. Like they're more hypochondriac. I'm not saying that he's that way, but I played with players that are, where there's kind of like, they evaluate their body every second, meaning they're in practice like, well, my knee's a little bit different. And then they're like, I don't know if I could do it. Where a lot of other players are like, no, if it's really, really bad, I got it. But this is just a minor thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to slow me down a little bit. And they're like, no, I don't want to do it. So there's kind of a difference.
No, I got you. I
understand injuries. Andy knows, though.
Yeah.
He played a full game when he got hit from the puck in the pinky. So you know what I'm talking about. Forefinger.
You want to see pictures of that?
No, I did. You sent those
nasty.
He sent them to everybody.
Yeah, I did. Probably I'll send them again.
So I'm just saying.
The best game, though, I will say this, and I'll keep saying it, Logan Stankoven for the Calder, because 3 assists last night. This guy is so damn good.
Dallas is good.
Everyone wants to give it to Mitkov and Celebrini.
Mitkov.
And
How's he doing, by the way?
I don't know. Has Philly played yet?
I didn't heard much about Philly. It's hard to keep. Andy. I'm gonna get on my groove tonight. I'm going to start getting on my groove.
Okay, well,
last night, I apologize. I apologize.
Because if I'm going to have you come in here, dude, you have to.
Because I run to every Friday. I want to come in
Just be here before me.
Yeah, which an hour before Andy. That's what I do, though.
Best game last night, though. Dallas and Nashville. That's a big boy game.
Like both those teams.
That's a big boy game.
It's like, what's up? And what are we doing?
I want to see, is Stamkos going to look like Stamkos? Like
how do you look?
I mean, just based on what I saw, like, it took them a little while to get going too, but and Dallas locks them down. You know what I mean? But you put him on the power play, that 6-on-5 at the end of the game. He hit the post on a one-timer. He just looks like Stamkos in that spot. O'Reilly scores down the stretch, then he hit the crossbar, could have tied it.
Yeah.
They hit the post and the crossbar. I felt like 10,000 times at the end of the game. They kept hitting the pipe. But no, Nashville's going to be good.
They're going to be good.
And I think they had great goaltending in that game last night. I think Wedgwood played in that game.
I play with him. Good kid.
Scotty Wedgwood?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know his agent pretty well, too.
Playing Devils.
Let's see who
Albany.
Who played last night. Yeah, Wedgwood played. Only had 20 shots, let in 4. Not a great save percentage.
That's not good.
That's 800.
That's 800. Ooh, yeah. He's a good kid. And he's played well.
He's been around for a while.
A long time. And he could just kind of get thrown in there and
yeah,
make some stops. I don't know what that's all about, but I can't wait to see those two teams when they start figuring it out throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to kill each other, man.
There's some defensemen out there who are hoping to get signed. I was talking with John Klingberg this morning. Like, he is hoping to still play. He's training in Toronto, skating on his own. I'm like, why are you skating on your own? Like, isn't there like a team you can jump on with?
Not now. Or maybe like a
junior teams?
Yeah.
I'd be practicing with the junior team all day long.
You can't skate by yourself, just so you guys know.
No, you got to be in a practice.
You have to have somebody pushing you. You have to be able to have some sort of competition next.
You got to have you got to have drills.
You got to have people passing the puck. You got to do things. If you're in your basement and you're by yourself ripping pucks, that's different. But you have a whole sheet of ice. You need other people around you.
Yes.
Yeah, dump in the corner and battle
so
each other.
Guys like him, Shattenkirk, they all still hope to play.
Shatty too, eh? Yeah.
So
we've had him on, have we?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
After they won the cup,
yeah,
in the bubble.
Oh gosh. Hopefully that never happens again.
All right, this has been Hockey Sense, brought to you by First Community. I told you about Little Blues before. But you know what else is coming soon is a new branch in O'Fallon, by the way. They already have branches in O'Fallon, including a branch inside the O'Fallon Walmart Supercenter. And that's open 7 days a week. Where else can you do your banking 7 days a week? You can with First Community. But they're excited to announce coming soon, they'll open another O'Fallon, Missouri branch at the Winghaven exit off of I-64 on Caledonia Parkway. How about that? 24-hour ATM and everything.
Winghaven. Swinghaven.
So we love that, man.
Hell yeah.
They got a bunch of stuff, man. It's a great time to buy a home as well. So ask about that, firstcommunity.com. Go there today. Lordo's Diamonds, get that special someone in your life, something special.
I went to Lordo. He knows when 12, 13 years ago when I
haven't been back since, have you?
Well, should I get another ring for her?
Earrings, bracelets.
I actually stay married.
Yeah.
I didn't get divorced.
Yeah. Okay.
So and if I do get divorced, I'm probably not going to get married again.
Okay. Earrings, bracelets.
Shouldn't like too much jewelry.
Necklaces.
Her ring is badass.
Necklaces.
Oh, yeah, they got it all.
Hey,
he's cool as hell,
one thing I'll tell you, too. Okay, Mike and Jimmy Lordo, man. Go say hi to Mike and Jimmy. Awesome 314-432-8008, lordosdiamonds.com. Been around for almost 70 years.
Yep. The kids are cool, too, man.
Do you know that you can always upgrade your ring? Like, you can bring it, if you have other diamond rings and stuff like that, bring it in, and they can recreate the setting. And
is that what Lori wants?
I've already done it once.
I might have to do that.
I'll do it again, too. I'll do it again, too.
They love their ring, dude.
Dude, 100%.
That makes them, it makes you look cool, too. When you walk into places.
And a girl has a nice ring.
Because all the girls.
Do you look at their rings?
I don't, but the women listen, men around men are completely different than women around women, just so you know. Women look at other women's rings, and Kate's got a monster on that bad boy, and she feels proud. And so inadvertently, that makes me look good. You know what I mean?
No, I do know what you mean. So, again, Blue Note Roofing, 314-920-5713. Go say hi to David Novak, baby. Look for that yellow truck with the Blue Note sign. Roofing, windows, soffit, fascia. He's coming into studio next week. I'm looking forward to that.
Cool.
Talk about a bunch of things with
baby.
Lordo's Diamonds.
No, and
Arco Construction. Roofing. And roofing, of course.
Yeah.
Roofing. They do roofing, Illinois, Missouri, everywhere.
Yeah.
Arco Construction taking St. Louis hockey to the next level, one ice rink at a time. I came up with that.
What?
taking St. Louis hockey to the next level, one ice rink at a time. They built that beautiful rink in that 4-sheet facility, Ascenting Community.
Oh, those are our people.
They
right
built
there.
that 2-sheet facility
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield.
Damn good.
They built the Shark Tank.
What about the other one coming up?
I don't know if they're building that one.
They should.
The car shield one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They did a damn good job.
They built the Shark Tank.
I love the Shark Tank.
Just an easy community rink, man.
Easy,
I love it.
Simple.
I love the community
Everything's
rinks.
nice.
Yes,
in there.
easy. You park and you're in.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
like that. I like that.
You walk right in.
Yeah,
you got
just,
stuff
you
going
just
on.
walk right in.
Yeah. I get that.
I like that. They also bring the fun to St. Louis because they built Top Golf and Putt Shack.
Well, they're doing. See, these are the people we love.
Yes.
Build up this town. Okay, you got that. We love you. Thank you for that.
Dirt Cheap Fun, your one-stop party shop. Get all your beer, wine, and booze.
I'll be drinking tonight.
Check out that beer cooler and ask about the Four Hands Brewing Company Cam and Strick podcast. Mango Lemonade back on the shelves.
Makes you horny.
Is that true?
If you drink 2 or 3 of them.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Mango, lemonade,
Mango will do that.
alcohol.
Yeah.
You know.
I can't disagree with you on that.
No. No. Yeah.
Can't disagree.
It's just a simple thing to say, but it's true.
Mm.
You know. Damn good. Check that out.
Yeah. No question about that. But Four Hands Brewing Company, you can find that at Dirt Cheap, any of the locations. Download their app. They've got some locations have drive-thrus, and you can do your shopping on the app, and they have curbside assistance too. Like they'll
Easy.
bring it out to you.
Easy.
If you don't even want to go inside.
You don't want to be like Conor McDavid after they.
But don't sleep on the party supplies, Cam, at Dirt Cheap.
Party favors?
Like if you're having like Halloween parties,
Oh, dude, Dirt Cheap's
they got
awesome.
everything.
We got damn good gas stations in St. Louis.
Hell yeah.
Just so all y'all know.
Unlike
Jersey.
Cam loves the gas station.
I'm a gas station son bitch. I know every single gas station in this town. Everybody that works there and everything.
This has been Hockey Sets. Again, and Paul's Market too, man.
Yeah.
Check out paulsmarketstl.com. Get those steaks ordered. Call our boy Tommy Daniels and do it today. I'm going to give Tommy a shout out because I might grill some steaks this weekend.
Frozen?
Nothing wrong with it. No, it's not. I've asked a lot of people.
Oh, yeah? Like who?
314-941-5748. Let Tommy Daniels deliver it in his Batmobile. Man, he's driving around somewhere right now, and he will deliver it to your front door, like so many hockey players have done before. From Tarasenko to Perron to Shen to Bennington to Chief and everyone in between, Federico. They've all had their steaks, seafood, chicken, whatever it is you're looking for. They have it delivered to the front door. It's a great
It's a nice setup right
system.
there. That's a nice
great
setup.
system. Cam, thanks for coming in.
There's no problem, buddy.
And we appreciate it
Yeah.
as always. I may have you back.
I always have do favors for Andy. I got to.
I may have you back.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, please have me back. I got
Aiden,
nothing else going
Aiden,
on.
thanks for all your help.
See, Aiden. Have a good weekend, homeboy.
Everybody
Love you,
here at
buddy.
Half Coast Studios, enjoy the game and all the hockey this weekend. And, of course, we'll do it again next week. I'm Andy Strickland, reminding you to keep your head up and your stick on the ice. We'll do it again next week on Hockey Sense,
Is that
baby.
how you
Brought
close
to you by First Community.
Fucking funny, dude. Keep your head on your stick on the ice.
Yeah.